X Squad, what's going on? I just noticed something, y'all. Excuse me 1 second. I done set my live for 12 a.m. The one that I do tomorrow, child. Hold on. I got to fix that. 12 a.m. No, I just noticed that. Okay. All right. Now. All right. Ooh, Lord. Anyway, hey, y'all. What's going on? I got a couple things to talk about, but it's a big couple things, right? It's a big couple things. Now, come on up in here, y'all, so I can tell y'all what I'm about to tell y'all. This is my good water. So I can tell y'all what I'm about to tell y'all. Who is that? Nephew. What's going on, nephew? What's going on, nephew? Was something I wanted to ask you, did you see? And I was going to text you. Hey, T. I don't know, what was it? What was it? It was something I wanted specifically for you. I can't remember. So, T, while it's just us in here, now, you know what I just realized, because I did a video today, but I didn't implement my teachings because I hadn't backed it up, but I figured out how to back it up. Got that. So it's backing up as we speak. So tomorrow I'm going to do 2 videos. I'm going to be a big girl and do 2 videos. Because I was trying to, let me tell you how God works. I was trying to do my background, and it wasn't looking right. It was horrible. It wasn't, I don't know if it was my afro, something wasn't doing right? I tried it all different kind of ways, but I did learn how to play with that app. So I learned some things. But I said, okay, this is just God want me to do it this way on the computer and get my background from there. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. But I had a lot to do today. So I finished today, y'all. I finished my portion of the editing. I got to say that. So I'm done. So I got to freeze up a little time. Hey, Neat. Hey, Denise. Hey, y'all, Queen. What's going on, y'all? I'm just running my mouth. Hello, Jack Squad members. Listen, did y'all get a chance? Before we talk about Portia and Simon, did y'all get a chance? I just finished 10 minutes ago. I just finished listening to the girl on TikTok, Risa Tisa, and her series about with the narcissist, the pathological liar. Who the fuck did I marry? I just finished it 10 minutes ago. I ain't watched no TV today, y'all. I was busy anyway, but I ain't watched no TV last night. Didn't watch it on the day. It was 50 episodes, and I had to watch it all. And I thoroughly understand. And I hope y'all get a chance to see it. Hey, Sheila. I was talking about the girl on TikTok. I know some of y'all might not be on TikTok. But TikTok is very informative, y'all. I just want y'all to know TikTok is very informative, right? I was way too close, but that's all right. It's very interesting. Why you ain't on TikTok, Nick? All you gotta do is watch. They ain't gonna see you. They ain't gonna know you there. It's very, very interesting. I mean, from A to Z, it's interesting. If you want to learn how to fix a motor, whatever you're looking for, they got it on TikTok, right? But this girl had a series about, she married a guy. First of all, she married him after 2 weeks, after not long, couple weeks. She met him in March, couple weeks before the COVID. They quarantined at her nice house. He lived in the studio. They quarantined at her nice house, and then they took it from there. But they quickly got married in a month or so. It went fast. See, I've heard that them quarantine relationships went fast. I didn't have one because I didn't know nobody, and I don't. That wouldn't have did that no way. I'd have been scared of him. Hold on. I'm bringing them. You just follow her today? Yeah, it's very interesting. I just finished it. Very interesting, very real. I felt her heart. I felt her emotions, right? But, T, y'all know how the social medias work. That's why, don't put that shit out there unless you're ready for it to be out there, right? Don't tell no lies. Don't do nothing, right? They done found the husband. Now, she called him another name because she didn't want to put his name out there. Child, they done found the husband. I just found that out 5 minutes ago. The TikTok, social media, Facebook world, they found the husband. How they found him, I don't know, but they got him. They found him, right? And he done responded to her. It's a whole situation, right? Fast and married in a hurry. Hey, Kate. Because it don't work. I keep telling y'all, you can't skip the steps. We all want that magical, mystical love. We all want to be electrified by somebody, but you can't skip the steps, right? And when I look at him, this is what I got to say before I go say what I really want to say. But I got to say this because I just saw it 5 minutes ago. When I looked on his Facebook, I don't know how she got tricked. He tricked her and he lied to her. I don't know, and for the life of me, I must got different kind of eyes, right? Because he could never, he looked like a bum, right? I don't know, not necessarily a bum, but he didn't look like all what he was telling her he was. He was a VP. He was all the things, right? He was all the things. He was a big thing, right? Uh, just looking on his face. See, let me tell y'all something. Why I told y'all about when I meet somebody, I immediately, if they got a social media, I really don't like my dude to have a social media, but it's a good thing if they do because you can investigate. You can go way back yonder on it, right? He did not look like what she was saying he was telling her. So you got to check your eyes, sis. Put your good glasses on. Put your thinking cap on. See, a lot of folks, I told you, I walk around here without no damn thinking caps, right? And eyes all blurred up and shit, right? You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that, right? Yeah. I hear you, Sheila. Don't trust nobody. I trust, but not really. I got my eye on you, right? And the moment you say one wrong thing or twist the wrong way or give me any kind of inkling of anything, I hone in on it, right? But when I look at his Facebook, you know, he told her he had some WWE belts. Now, I don't watch WWE, but he had the belts. I'm there. If you ain't on WWE wrestler, how you get the belts? He had a lot of fake shit. The ring he bought her, what she just said on her last, when she did a live, and I missed the live, because this has been going on since Valentine's. I just got hip to it yesterday. So she did a live for people to ask questions about 2 days ago. So I got to watch the replay of the live. But when I caught the little few minutes of the replay I caught just now, child, he bought her a ring from Amazon. It was $34.99. You ain't know that was fake, girl. See, some things is just, and listen, I ain't bashing a woman, you know, because we all want love. But some stuff you could just use your eyes and use your brain and figure it out. And figure it out. And just figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Just figure it out. Just take a look, step back. I know when you get into something with somebody. Now, for me, I'm going to be honest. Let's just say, I'm going to ask y'all. Big liar. I'm going to ask y'all. So if you met somebody and y'all was in that same position and the world come to an end, because I remember what it felt like, shut down. Right now, I'm down here by myself. I don't really know nobody but my little friends I just met at work. I'd only been at work 2 weeks. I don't know nobody, right? World done shut down. It didn't really faze me because I wanted to be by myself. I wanted to be in the house and look at TV and work and do all this. It didn't really faze me all like it probably did to other people. But if I had met a man, let's say when I went to the grocery store, which that was going to be not happen because I had on the mask, the gloves, everything. I damn near had on a hazmat suit that first year, 2020. And I meet somebody. Hey, can't you sit here? Okay, girl. Hey, fam. Everyone started 100. So if I had went out and met a man, I like this man. We connecting. You know, we vibing. It's an instant connection, right? But it's the quarantine come up. Now, they met 2 weeks for it. I don't know. I might have, being honest, after a while, let him quarantine with me. Maybe. I don't know. Because I don't know him. See, I don't know. But I might have entertained the idea. And I might have not quarantined with him, just me and him in the same house. But I might have let him come back and forth. Because I talked to guys during that time. But when I would talk to guys, I'd be like, who you be around, what you do you wear your mask, you know. It was a whole bunch of questions. And I ain't like coming to my house. If I felt one question was off, it's a no. So would I have quarantined in the house with somebody I knew 2 weeks? Probably not. Now that I say it out loud. Probably not. But I would have kept talking to him and inviting him over and shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Probably. Yeah. But we wouldn't live. They full on live together after 2 weeks. That's wrong, number one. And I need y'all to watch it because she, you know, we all ignore the flags. We have ignored the red flags. But he had a lot of them, right? But like the first one for me, like what I do, like I said, I was getting ready to say, if I meet somebody, I immediately go to social media just to see if they got one. I prefer that you not have one, but if you got one, I'm getting ready to do a full-blown BCI on you, right? Full-blown. because one cough. Yeah, yeah, that's how I was. You couldn't cough around me. You couldn't cough around me. Shit, nah. Oh no. I'm telling you, I used to almost get in the fights at the grocery store. That's the only place I went. I damn near fight you at the grocery store. I need you to bag the fuck up right now. Yeah, 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 yeah. She let him move in. You know, move in, move in. But when you look at him on the Facebook, he do not look like he look like an average dude. But his Facebook picture, see, I go when dudes post goofy shit, like I'm like, this nigga's a goofball or he's a corn dog. Like the lies, I don't know how you believe them lies. I ain't bashing on the woman because I felt all what she felt. I felt it too. I've been there, but at least play the part. If you're gonna trick me, look the part. Look the part. That's what I need you to do. Yeah, I go. I don't trust no one. I'm the opposing. It's earned. Yeah, it's earned. Yeah, but we talking about the lady that I told y'all at noon. I don't know if you was on here at noon. So there's a lady that, damn, I know she went viral. And she shut TikTok down since Valentine's Day. And told the story, the name of the story. Her name is Risa Tisa. But the name of her series was Who the Fuck Did I Marry? So if you put in Who TH Did I Marry? Or TF Who I Married, she'll come right up. And it starts from 1 and it's 50 series. You know, I didn't know that TikTok you can record for 10 minutes now. So TikTok trying to outdo YouTube or something. I don't know what they're doing. Because I ain't been on there in a while. But anyway, it was 50 episodes, 50 10-minute episodes, hours. I watched half of it last night, watched the rest today. I was determined to finish it today because I got some TV to watch. But I needed to know how this ended and what happened, right? I was invested, like everybody on TikTok was. I would read the comments. The comments was in the thousands. 6, 7, 8, 10. The comments was in the thousands, right? And mostly, I'm sure, black women, right? And she told her story, and she told it very well and very clear and precise. It was just like, you know how you read a book or listen to a book and you can envision it and see it? That's how it was, right? And for how to handle it if and when they call, even when who called the narcissist, you don't handle it, you block them. They ain't no handling to that. Moving, what the heck? This was not a smart move. Maybe he was homeless and needed a place to live, so he found a. Yeah, I've come blocked and unblocked, blocked and unblocked. You got to keep it blocked. I know you want to unblock. That's just a natural progression of things. But you got to, in order to heal from a narcissist fully, especially if you're young and you don't know how to deal with niggas and ain't dealt with no real niggas, you got to block them and stay blocked. You got to block and stay blocked. Me too. My block list strong. I blocked somebody yesterday. You got to block and stay blocked because they're going to find a way to you. They're going to call a friend. They're going to do something. But you have to block them and stay blocked. You got to take a chance. I would have quarantined with someone, just me. If it don't work out, she go back. Quarantine was a long time to be alone in the house. The worst that can happen, it don't work. Nick said the best thing on iPhone. Yeah, you're a dude, so dudes have a different perspective, right? But for me, because see, men are straight, so I watch a lot of crime shows and all that shit. Men are predators. That's their job, naturally, to be a predator, right? But then you got bad predators, right? And so you're unprotected as a woman unless you got a pistol in the house. Now, I had a pistol in the house, but I wasn't nobody going to come up in there, right? I don't know if I'm supposed to say that on YouTube. But, you know, you kind of unprotected because they still a man, right? A man can let somebody in, like you say, he can get out. My ex did that. He let somebody move in a couple weeks, shit, he put her out after that, right? Didn't like her no more. Me too. You know what, Denise? I had to stop watching ID. I don't really watch it anymore. I haven't watched it in a while. And when Corey was talking about that one show that came on, I watched one episode that I stopped because I was like, I can't watch this. Because I watched all the I Fear No Evil, My Bad Neighbor. I watched all of them, right? I watched Fatal Attraction, all of that stuff, right? Now, I still would watch Fatal Attraction and For My Man, but, you know, we got to live out there. Can't let fear or lack of trust keep us single. Yeah, I feel you. Hey, India. Yeah, but it's hard as a woman. It's hard because it's hard. especially if you watch these shows like we do, it's hard, right? You start watching it too, yeah. India and Denise, because it was just I realized this too much, Jackie. This too damn much, right? And so I got into the reality shows, but it's a lot. Get you hurt and me in jail. Ooh, Nix, you heard that, nephew? I stopped watching that stuff too. I was starting to feel vulnerable. Oh, stop it. No meeting a man, he's living with me. That's too close. Yeah. So she let him move in. But see, the thing was, she fell in the same trap I fell. He paid all her bills. He didn't pay her car note, and he didn't pay her own personal bills. But the rent, the light, gas, water, Wi-Fi, all that, he paid all the bills. And she said it was so intoxicating, which that's a good word to use, that something you don't have to worry, you stress-free. We all want that, right? Hey, Lisa Marie. I'm in myself, so I'm okay with it. I don't need no company. Shit, I do. But yeah, it's she said it was very intoxicating. She used that word several times, and I was like, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is, right? You got a relief, like, you can exhale all this shit we want to do, right? And she said she wanted a husband. Now they got married in a month or two. They got married quickly, right? They got married quickly. But like I said, when I see him, the Facebook, he was a fraud. He didn't look nothing like what he told her he was. I don't know how she believed that, right? He played her so big time. I don't want to tell y'all all because I want y'all to watch it, but he played her so big time. He was just a pathological liar. And then towards the end, when she started meeting people, he was really, this could have got real dangerous because he was big. He put a lot of effort and production into his lies. That's somebody, he put a lot of production into his lies, right? When she finally talked to some folks, his kin folks, she was sick and hurt. She was sick because, you laying next to somebody that's a total psychotic person. Totally psychotic, right? I want y'all to read that, look at that series on TikTok. Who the fuck did I marry? Gotta check it out because and we're gonna talk about it this week. I want y'all to look at it first though, so y'all can look at it without me telling y'all and with an open mind, right? But like I said, with her, everything she was saying, how she felt, why she didn't tell, so on and so forth, I get it, right? Because I felt them same emotions, I'm on the same page as you and shit. I don't want no one talking to me or in my way when I get home. That lady is immature for sure. I pray she didn't. No, she didn't have children. Let me tell you how God did that. She did get pregnant right away, right after they got into the house, and I think they might have been married. I don't know. She got pregnant, but she had a miscarriage. God said, no, right? Because on her last episode, the 50th episode, she said she thanked God that she did not have a child by him. Now, it was so much that happened in between. We'll discuss it later in the week because I want to give y'all time to look at it. It was so much that happened, right? So much. And if we just... She met his representative, not his real self, and such. Yes, she did. If we just take a beat, just take a minute, because as women, we like him, and if he treat us nice, it's on. And let me tell you what he did. Almost similar way she had on her way to meet him. See, God tried to give us some signs. They was meeting. They met on Facebook dating, number one. And they was going, after a couple of days, they said, okay, we gonna meet up and go to dinner, right? Her favorite place was Cheesecake Factory. She gonna meet him at the Cheesecake Factory. On her way to the Cheesecake Factory, her tire blew. Boom. Tire blew. God was trying to tell her, don't go. Don't go. I have learned to pay attention to the signs now, y'all. Make a wish, take a chance, make a change. You might end up lucky. Okay, I like that. Let me say that one more time. Make a wish. Take a chance, make a change, you might end up lucky. Okay. I do that. Yes, she would have had demon number 2 for sure. I'm with that, nephew. And sometimes I do take a walk. I would. If the right guy, the probably I ain't met him, I would take a walk on the wild side. Yeah, it was God. It was God right out the gate. Right out the gate. Her tire blew. She said that had never happened. So he said, where you at? And meet her. And put the donut on there. Follow her to the tire place and bought the tire. Now, right there, she like, woo-hoo, right? You a single woman, been doing all the stuff, putting in the gas, putting the air in the tire, doing all the shit, right? Finding the mechanic, all that, right? He did that. He said, you need a tire, and went and bought the tire. I'm telling you, that's how they do. And while they was quarantining, he said, okay, where we going to quarantine now that COVID is here? My house or yours? And I guess he told her, I can't remember, where we at your house, I'm going to pay all the bills. Shit, come on in, nigga. How you doing? The wild side is your side. He was dangerous. He was a big fat liar. She dodged the bullet. That's what they kept telling her. She dodged the bullet. It took a couple of years. It took a couple of years, year and a half. Then you had to go through the divorce and all that. But at the end of the 2-year period, it was over. But it was a lot. It was a lot. Variety, the spice of life. It was a lot that went in between them 2 years. A whole lot. He lied every single day, all day, for no reason. I mean, he was productive with the lies. He was organized with the lies, right? You gotta go on TikTok. I want you to check it out before I go into detail because I don't want to spoil it for y'all. You know, they ain't gonna bite you over there on TikTok. I want y'all to watch that. You know, because she's and then I can talk about it. I can discuss it because you know it's a lot to unpack, right? And I thoroughly get her. Ooh, I look dark. I hate when this. I'm gonna get me some StreamYard. I swear for God. My daddy and football taught me better than that. I know that's right, but that's the problem. A lot of us don't have that. Or if you did have it, when Mr. So-and-so come along, all what daddy taught you, because she had a mom and a daddy, all what daddy and a grandmama, auntie, she had a close-knit family, all what your peoples taught you go out the window. It go out the window because you like this man. I don't want to hear that shit right now. And you don't tell people. See, this is the thing. When you see the red flags, you don't tell nobody because you don't want to know what they got to say about it. You don't tell nobody. It's Risa Tisa, but you can just go to TikTok and put in the search bar. I'm gonna put her name right here. You can put in the search bar who TF did I marry? It'll pop right up. Who TF did I marry? Because that's the name of the series. But her name is, I'm gonna put it right here. But honey, they found the ex-husband, honey. They found him. And he responded. I don't know if he responded. It was that response was today or yesterday. He said, just like somebody that lies say, he said, real quick. Now, she done gave 50 episodes of her life story, 10 minutes long. That's about 7-8 hours, right? He said in about 15 seconds, I don't know how old she is. I think she's in her 30s, though. He said, you need to quit lying and tell them people the truth that I caught you cheating with Bradley. She named the name, right? He named the name with Bradley. I caught you cheating in the house with Bradley, right? Now, so coincidental. When I go to his page, his Facebook page, because the TikTok people put it out there. When I go to his page, the one person that commented on everything he said was somebody named Brad. Okay? Forget narcissistic. He was. Organized live on the daily. I'm telling you, it was on a daily. It was on a daily. Start from the crack of the top of the morning. I don't want to spoil it for y'all. I want y'all to take a look at it when we talk about it. It started from the top of the morning. Who has that kind of energy and time? You know, lies take time. It's easy to tell the truth. Lies, you got to formulate, calculate, think about it. Listen, it was very disturbing. And then the more she realized who he was, who he wasn't, the more afraid she became, rightfully so. The more afraid she became, right? Because you don't know, you laying in the bed with this man. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all got soul ties. You done got pregnant by him. Like, ooh, Lord, have mercy, right? But she gets out of it, and it's good. It's good. It's really good. But when I first started watching it, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, is she lying? Or is she just doing this? Because she did it quite well, and I felt her emotions. But just now, when I was getting ready to get off, and somebody said in the comments, I was looking at the last episode, 50, somebody said, we found Legion. She called him Legion, right? And I guess that's because Legion, I think that's the devil's name in the scripture or something. But she called him Legion. She didn't call him by his real name. And they said, we done found Legion. And there he was, right? And he was on TikTok, and his Facebook was on, they found his Facebook. And then he was on TikTok with his full name. I guess that's how they went to Facebook. And he said, you need to tell them people. See, this is how narcissistic he was. Now, she just said all that. You get on there because you want everybody to know who you is. He was a sicko and wasn't in touch with reality. Yeah, he was not. And that's what everybody said. It needed to be a lifetime story. And he said on it, so then immediately people go to Facebook and see his Facebook. When I went to his Facebook, I said, oh, he's a straight corn dog. You couldn't have possibly thought. He told her he was the vice president of this, and he had a BMW, he had the company car worth 90,000. Uh, he was taking her to see the 100,000, not 100,000, damn near $1 million homes. Like it's a whole big thing to it. But he lied. He woke up in the morning and lied all day till the time he went to bed. Every day. Every day. Every day. And I commend her for being brave enough to tell the story, because she said she addressed one of the episodes. She addressed what the comments people were saying. Most people were, understanding and stuff. But she said people were saying, if he was the vice president, he wouldn't have wanted you. Now that's mean. She's a little heavy girl. She wasn't bad looking. She's just a little heavy, right? And Portia and Monique. So Portia, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. I ain't going to talk about Monique right now. I'm about sick of Monique for right now, right? This is what I want to know. This is what I got to say about Portia. I want to know that Portia know that and I want to say she knew, because that's her husband, that he had citizenship problems, right? I want to say, I don't like how dark I'm looking. I want to say that, if y'all can see up my nose, I'm sorry. I'm just the light. I look so dark. I want to say that she knew that he had citizenship problems. Because that would be the first thing I ask. If I made an applicant and I like him, I'm going to say, what's your green card status? What's your, Madam, I got a good friend at work. I asked her. She told me how she was on here, and she can't go back because she hasn't passed the test. If she go back, she can never come back into the States. So that would be a question that I would ask, right? Yes, she did know he has those charges pending when he was still with his ex. He got charges? He got charges? You were so right about her coming back to it. I told you. People, listen, as soon as she signed that contract, now this is what could be. Who's to say Bravo? Bravo got a whole team of motherfuckers over there that dig around and do shit. Who's to say Bravo didn't know that and then spilt that tea? Because why did it happen right after she signed the contract, right? Right after she signed the contract. Thanks, Queen. Okay, Nick. Why did it happen right after she signed the contract, right? But like I said, though, y'all, it's people somewhere in a special place, I don't know where they at, that all they do is they looking up, 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 right? They looking up. Yeah, Lisa Marie does. I'm willing to believe that that's what Bravo did, and then they released it, right? So that it would be a storyline, because now she signed it, so now she got to talk about it, right? It's definitely going to be a storyline, because I believe they're filming now. Because I think that they said that Marlo's not in. I don't know who the whole lineup, but some bloggers know the lineup. I don't know who it is because I ain't had time to look it up. But Marlo's out and Kenya's in. Kenya is the one that's going to destroy her. Kenya is the one. Let's say they made up and I don't know nothing about it. Kenya is the one that's going to destroy her. Every chance she get, right? I would have never. And I try to tell her that she don't know me. She ain't listening to me. No. It's too soon. They're still newlyweds. The foundation ain't firm yet. The cement's still drying, right? Cement's still drying. I don't like Kenya either. Yeah, she did. Hey, Tiffany. Yeah. Yeah. And because, listen, is Portia, because, every day they're somewhere. They're in Dubai. I think they're in Dubai right now. They've been there for a minute, right? It was just in the Bahamas. Then they'd be in Egypt. They'd be somewhere. And then they're in Africa, right? I want to know what he does for his money. Now, he may have been a scammer, right? He may have been a scammer, but that was 37 years or 27, whatever they say the charges is years ago. But the United States don't never let you forget whatever crime you committed, especially if you this color, right? So she should have just stayed out the way, sis. Why you just stay out the way? You wanted that money. I think it was her ego, because everybody like, bring Portia back, right? She heard that. She heard it. She's been hearing it for a minute, right? Especially after Candy left. They probably been tugging at her. Bravo and them probably been tugging at her, right? don't know what he does. I don't know. Hey, Kay. The ex-wife, now I haven't had time because I've been doing my own thing, but I did see earlier, and I just haven't had time to look into it, that the ex-wife said she told them, and people shunned her when she said that. She told them that he was this, and that, and the people, I saw it, I saw it on YouTube, right? But I didn't have time to look at it because I was doing my thing, right? Child, you know I'm part Nigerian, right? That's my cuz. That's my cuz. Yeah, she said it. Now, my question is Portia gonna be a ride or die? Is she gonna go down with the ship? If they say bro got to leave, is you gonna leave with him? Or you can't leave Miss Diane, your mama? Or you don't want to take your daughter away from her daddy, right? That's all things to think about. She was a little delusional. Hey, Angel. No one believed her. They forgot all about the ex-wife. She was saying she know his secrets. Yeah. Fallon. Yeah, that's her name. That's her name, Fallon, right? And so I watched the interview today, which I thought she was going to be talking about that. But she said, they asked her, do you miss him? She said, no, I don't miss him, but I miss the money. She said, because when the days I don't want to grind, I can lay in the bed. And I get that. We all want that. I want to lay in the bed every day, too. Play naive about him, just like she acted lame about the underground. Well, she didn't act lame. She just really didn't know. Portia gonna do this. What my take is. She gonna try to stick it out. If something happened, she gonna do just what Mia did on Real Housewives of Potomac. She gonna be with that youngin. She gonna leave that husband. You ain't got no money. You messed up. Deuces, right? She all on IG with the youngin. She celebrated Valentine's Day with the youngin. She was dancing. She was all at the club, right? If you meet a gold digger and you no longer have gold, what do you think happens? Right? I ain't mad at her, but I think maybe he told her. I would like to know what the conversation is that he said, okay, baby, I don't like how dark I look. Okay, baby. Go on and get on the show. That's another $1 million, whatever she get, because they pay real good when you've been on there a long time. And she been on there almost from the beginning. So no telling what she got. $1.5 billion, $2 billion. I don't know what she got. Yeah, I don't know what she got. But he might have said, this can help us. This gonna help us, sis. This gonna help us, babe. I just watched a video of them yesterday. She was driving a car. I don't know what it's called. Nephew might know what it's called. The car was driving on the water. She was driving. I don't know if that's called a water boat car. I don't know what it's called, right? But he kept cheating. Nobody wanted to be with the cheater. He kept cheating. She couldn't be with him. He kept cheating. You know what I'm saying? He kept cheating, and the big money world of Atlanta is small. We don't know what's going on, but the big money world, they know. She kept cheating. He kept cheating. You with Portia? Why you cheating? Well, it seemed like it's some tea with the Teresa Giudice. The husband getting sued or something. I ain't kept up with them because I'm disappointed in Teresa. I don't really like Teresa anymore. I don't like her. I don't like Louis. I don't like them. So I ain't kept up with them. But I did see that there's something going on with him. Someone to task for their past. That stuff was in the 90s. Right. That's right. Every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. If everyone judged one another on the dug you upskill, we'd be nowhere. That is true. That's what I say. I quite frankly like him, and I believe he loves her. I believe that he loves her. I believe that she loves him. Right? And if he did it 27 years ago, but America doesn't work like that. I still get penalized for something I did 30 years ago. They just don't. It don't go like that, especially not for us. Yeah, he was a cheater. That's why he kept cheating. She take him back, then he cheated again. And then everybody see the cheat. He ain't had no discretion about it. He didn't have no discretion about it. You know what I'm saying? Luckily they was able to co-parent. And then his mama, his mama never liked Portia. That wasn't gonna never work because he a mama's boy. I think he's the only child. He was a mama's boy. That was never gonna work. And then Portia tried to fight the mama at a family event. Wasn't gonna never work. People need to be honest with themselves and their partners. If you're wrong, say, he might have been honest with her. Teresa doesn't have a prenup. That's something else. That's what, yeah. Why did you not get a prenup? Because I'm pretty sure, even though he's some sort of businessman, but I'm pretty sure she got more money than him. That's another thing. And then she moved in his house with his son, right? Uh, I don't know if Portia got it. Sure, she probably do. But Teresa didn't get one. Teresa's dumb. I don't care how smart she thinks she is. She dumb as a box of rocks, right? She dumb as a box of rocks. And you know, like most women, everybody want to be in love, but you can't skip the steps, and you got to pay attention. You got to pay attention, and they don't. Before you go skipping down the yellow brick road. Yeah, she's spoiled by her mama, but this is what I'm gonna say. Portia mama didn't really put nothing in her. Portia mama probably taught her how to be a gold digger, but she didn't teach her nothing else. She didn't give her no common sense and none of that shit. She didn't give her that. She didn't give her that. She taught her how to find a nigga to be with. Hence, she got with Cordell, the football player. But she didn't teach her. She didn't give her no game. Like a what? You playing like a what? Wait a minute, I missed something. Teresa, nephew said, "Don't ask, don't tell, Nick. Don't ask, don't tell what? Let me in on it, on the kiki. What y'all talking about? Lisa Marie, what they talking about? I missed something. I'm playing like a kind of what? And what's the JK? Just kidding. I need to know what them saints, what y'all talking about. Broke her spirit. If you ask me, she loved that man. He did break her spirit. So I was very happy for her when she recovered. She went and bought her a house with her money, bought her a house and all that, right? I was happy for her. But you remember she first got with that youngin who couldn't have did nothing for her. Remember she was with the youngin briefly? And he was the type of dude you don't show the world. There are dudes that you show the world, and then there's some dudes that you don't show the world. But Portia wanted to be in love and happy and had that wonderful rainbow situation so bad, right? And she carried dude too fast. She carried youngin too fast. She got a bad picker. I'm telling you, her mother taught her how to. Her mother taught her how to be a gold digger. She did not give her that common sense. Because if her mother had gave her that mother wit and common sense, she would have knew. Especially with your daddy being Hosea Williams, right? He was he was the start of the civil rights with Martin Luther King. You'd have knew what the Underground Railroad was. The fact that you didn't know. And they got a whole center. They got a whole bunch of shit on Hosea Williams. It was by my house when I lived down there. They got a whole bunch of shit, right? They feed people. They do stuff. They got a center. They do all kind of stuff. And you didn't know that. If you've been to jail or prison, when does a woman expect to know that? After how long? You should tell that right away within the first week. If it's serious, if it ain't serious, ain't none of our business. But if you like her, you need to tell her. Everybody say that, Kay. I think Portia was Cordell's beard. Cordell loved her, but there was Portia skipping down. Now he didn't love her because he treated her too nasty. He didn't love her. He controlled her. She was easily to control. He controlled her. That's what he wanted. He wanted to control her. I believe she was the beard too. That's why he treated her so nasty. He didn't like her. He didn't like her. Yeah, he was abusive. Yeah, he didn't like her. He didn't like her. He didn't like her. You know, she was just a pretty girl on his arm to beat a beard. Now, Angel, they say that she didn't do it, right? Now, this is what I got to say. I done seen the tape a couple times when she go to that girl house. Now, the girl wasn't her friend, right? The first week, when you supposed to tell? Yeah, I think that information need to be shared. I think that information need to be shared. If you think it's going somewhere. If it ain't going nowhere, don't share it. Ain't none of their business. But if you think it's going somewhere, that's when you had them deep conversations, them come to Jesus moments, that need to be told. But they say Portia, I done watched it. They say Portia didn't know him. What Portia's guilty of, I don't know if she knew the man before or not. But Portia is guilty of, as soon as the man, she found out he was separated from Fallon, she went in his DMs. And I think that girl was the friend to her friend. That's how they got to the house, I think. Her friend knew the girl. That's what I think, how they got to the house. That's how I think they got, because she was friends. And I think they was trying to make Fallon a friend of the show. Because she was that other girl's friend, right? So she wasn't Portia's friend. But still, when somebody going through something, you should give them grace, right? But evidently, he liked Portia, right? Now, I hope this ain't karma. This is what I hope, that Portia didn't know him prior. That when they met on the set, when they was filming, she just had met him. But as soon as he said, you know what, maybe he was winking at her, staring at her or something. Because, you know, he sat up on that thing and watched them, which I thought was odd, right? Because if me and my girlfriend's kicking in the backyard, I don't want you to sit right there. Why are you sitting right there? Just sitting there like a creep, right? And he may have been giving her eye signals. Portia may have caught him staring at her, which gave her the oomph to go in his DMs as soon as he announced that he was single. He probably was staring at her or something. You know, you can tell when a nigga like you. He probably was looking at her in a way. Right, and she was pregnant, so she didn't care nothing about him. Right? Did she ever have that child? She was tweaking her butt for nothing. Was she twerking? I just don't want to think that she did that. But if she did, this is the karma then. Hello, karma. If she did, God gonna separate that. The universe will separate that. I want to know how long he been here. He been here all this time. Why is it a thing now about his citizenship? Why is it a thing now about his citizenship? You don't. But not in that. When you with your girlfriends, the man shouldn't be sitting there. Just like if he with his guy friends and it's just guys, I'm not gonna just be sitting right there. Let them do them, right? She had the baby. Okay, she's still with the dude. She liked him. See, Portia, let me tell you something. Portia mama told her what to do to get him and keep him. Portia got him some new teeth, got his hair cut, slimmed him up. Simon is a nice looking man. He's a nice looking man in my book. He's a nice looking man, right? Dark skin gleaming and shining, teeth done, hair cut. Yeah, Charles got to go in the house. Oh, they broke up? Yeah, Charles got to go in the house. Well, I'm kicking it with my friends right here. Especially you don't really know him. I don't even know him. I know you don't know him. No, go on and take your ass in the house. Yeah. Did get with the man rather quickly while he was not. Yeah, he did. My pops was here 40 years before he got his citizenship. Really? So you can just be here. Well, I think they said he's on an agriculture visa. I didn't even know it was such thing. I don't know what that means, though. She's not with the guy anymore. So she was cheating already. She was cheating. That's what they say. She was cheating. She was cheating. And he was lonely. See, that's why you don't bring no women. If you know you ain't handling your business, because she was cheating with youngin, she wasn't having sex with him. So if you know your man is you ain't doing what all you supposed to be doing, you don't bring no gaggle of bitches to the house. You don't do no big booty bitches to the house. Is you serious? She wasn't thinking. She said her mama didn't school her either. Ain't no way the fuck you supposed to bring all them big booty, beautiful women. I can't even get it out. Big booty, beautiful broads to the house. No, at the pool. Hell no. No, ma'am. You ain't gonna see nobody. That always interests me. Was there a reason he waited so long? Who waited so long? Oh, his father. That's what I want to know. I want to know why Simon, they won't give it to him. They wouldn't give him, but they can stay here. It's some kind of thing, because my African friend told me that. She's from Nigeria. Is she from Nigeria? Where's she from? Nigeria. No, not Nigeria. What's the other one? Nairobi. She's from Nairobi. She's from Kenya. Yeah. She's from Kenya. But I'm Nigerian, in case y'all forgot. I am Nigerian, okay? I'm Nigerian. Hence the wig. I'm wearing my wig all week. I'm wearing my Afro wig all week. I am Nigerian, okay? I hope this isn't her karma, but I tried to tell her. Is that why he was quick to remarry? May have been. That's what they saying now. Is she the green card girl? But now they say it's only 3 countries he can go to. But shit, I done seen he'd been back to Africa. They in Dubai right now, and he's been somewhere else, right? They don't make it easy to get citizenship, especially now. And you got to pass the test too. Portia, wife number 5, is she? Is she wife number 5? I mean, I don't see nothing wrong, Queen. I really don't see nothing wrong with her marrying the man. I don't. Because you got him now, you might as well marry him instead of being a girlfriend. And so you can have access to them ends, right? I don't see nothing wrong with her marrying him. But if she got him the wrong way, you got to pay for that. But I don't see nothing wrong with her marrying. I'd have married him too. Now that's who you marry after 2 weeks. I'd have married him too, right? Number 5? Is it number 5? How many wives? Let me Google that shit. Hold on. 5? Hold on. How many wives does Simon Gambodia have? Y'all know I love a good Google. How many wives how many times he been married? That's what I gotta ask. How many times have Simon Gambodia? Here you go. 3 times. She's his 3rd wife, so he probably had a wife in Africa. They always do. Then Fallon, and then her. Then Portia. Yeah. Yeah, so this is his 3rd wife. 3 times the charm. 3 times the charm, y'all. They seem like they are. They do seem like it. Ain't no way I'm married to him. Why not? Why not, T? She made the 3rd wife. So you only going past 2? Once for you, one, just one and one, and then I'm gonna marry, and that's it. I just think sometimes shit just don't work out. Shit just don't work out. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe the first one probably is, and he probably married Fallon to be with her forever, but she cheated. So you can't count that against him, right? The first wife is probably somebody in Africa. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he is really good with the daughter, right? Yeah, it's 3. It's 3 times. That's what the Google say. But he's I think he's in his 50s too. 3 would be the max. Okay, that's good. T gave him grace. 3, because 3. I think when you go past 3, then that might be a problem, right? But it's based on everybody got an individual case. We're gonna read it. We're gonna judge it individually, right? We ain't gonna we're gonna go by individual. We got to take it to the judge. So he could do everything, including stay, come, and go as he please. Everything except for vote. Except for vote, and that's important. Yeah. Well. We're gonna see how this unfolds, right? I ain't had time because I've been doing my thing today. I've been trying for 2 hours to upload this video that it didn't look right, so I can't. I'm gonna have to go and do my homework and get busy on my computer tomorrow morning. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That'd be such a tragic story. Like, you should just stay out the way. A lot of times people don't know how to stay out the way. They want to be out there on the front line, in the limelight. Stay out the way. You was cool. Because when she quit Dish Nation and when she quit Real Housewives of Atlanta, I was like, good job, right? Stay away from them people that's going to mess you up, right? Mess up your marriage, be digging all around in your business. It ain't even been 2 years and you back. We see you on IG. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. When he got his citizenship, I think it was because he was retired and needed something to do. Plus, the government looked like it was getting a little unstable with immigration and all that. Your dad waited 40 years. I'm trying to get to Africa. So if I meet me one of these wayward Africans, I'm going with him, y'all. I'm going with him, I'm going with him. Yeah, I knew it. I knew that. I've been watching reality TV for probably 20 years. I used to watch Real World whenever that came out. That was the first one, right? I didn't watch every reality, especially the black ones. I didn't watch every reality show. I done forgot the names of them, right? You just don't do that. And I done seen a lot of marriages break up, a lot of relationships break up from too much exposure. Too much exposure. On Beverly Hills, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Kyle and what's his name? Marcidio. I like his name too. What is his name? Marcidio. Maridio. What is his name? But anyway, they separating. Now I think Kyle like girls now, but a lot of these women, like, he's gone all the time and he's busy. He's building an empire. He got real estate all over the world, right? She ain't got nothing to do. She ain't got nothing to do. So you like a girl, but they separating. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Africa? Yeah, yeah. This whole thing after she not no, it is calculated from Bravo. I love the real world too. Wait a minute, T said I'm gonna need you to check out Mr. Africa. You know, yeah, yeah. I would like, but I can't be Mauricio. That's his name. I said Marcidio. Ooh, I love me some Mauricio. Mauricio look good. He got the nice voice. I like his voice. I like the way he look. He seems to be mild mannered. You know what I'm saying? But I think what happened with Kyle, she stopped drinking. So a lot of times you stop drinking, you have a whole different perspective, right? I don't know if I'm gonna leave my husband of 30 years though. But some kind of way, the gay girl get in. Maybe Kyle always thought she was gay. I don't know. He is fine, ain't he? Ain't he fine? Um, and he don't seem like no fuss. He just ain't paying her enough attention, and she need that attention. But he's building an empire all over the world, right? Maybe he over there with with JacQuie's husband, Curtis, because Curtis seems to be gone all the time too. But I think when you in a marriage and you in a relationship, you can't be gone all the time. Sorry. You know who else husband be gone all the time? Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. What's her name? Dorit. Her husband gone all the time. Do we live there? Hey, well, no, honey. No, baby. I can't come right now. You know, it's so busy over here. I'm telling you, when it get down to the get down, he got a girlfriend across the water. Dorit husband got a girlfriend across the water. I don't care what nobody say. You gone too much. If you love me, you ain't that much business in the world. We already rich and you got people to handle that. Why you got to be over there all the time? They got Zoom. They got all kind of shit. You don't have to be across the water in a whole other country all the time. That's how the house got broke into. And she terrified. She's scared of everything now. You ain't there to protect her. You acting like a black man. You think Mauricio, not Mauricio, I don't think Mauricio cheating. I'm talking about Dorit's husband. Whatever his name is, I think he cheating. Me too. See you when you get back. I'll be here right here spending the money, having a good time, but not forever. See, they be gone too long. They be gone too long. Ain't you got that kind of money, you got your own jet or your friend got a jet, jet your ass on back to the house. I think Dorit's husband is cheating for sure. I don't know if Mauricio is. I think Mauricio, he might hit it and quit it with somebody, but I don't think he got a steady. Dorit's husband got a girlfriend. He got a girlfriend over there. He got a girlfriend now. The woman is terrified. She got all kind of anxiety, and you still ain't gonna be home. Now he might have some type of security dudes there or something. I don't know. For one, them rich folks' house be too wide open. The door be from the ceiling to the floor. I don't need no door that big. I don't need no glass door. You can look right through. I don't want that. Yeah, I know that was a rumor, but I just think because he's fine. But in an interview or under her breath, Kyle did say, somebody asked something about cheating, and she made an innuendo of some sort one time. I remember not too long ago, right? I don't want Kyle to leave Mauricio, because see, her sister Kathy, for whatever reason, is jealous of Kyle. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, Kathy married a Hilton and she got all the money, this, that, and that. Kathy didn't want Mauricio to get into real estate. Why? The Hiltons could be the only one in the real estate. Like, something about that. And Kathy don't like you to go against her if she been talking to you for 10, 15 years, right? So Mauricio is all she got besides the gay friend. I think psychics are for real. That psychic told Kyle this was going to be a... Did she? Did she? Now, okay, let's study that. Psychics... I don't know if I believe in psychics or not, because psychics can say some shit and it might happen 10, 15 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what normally happens anyway. Psychic, you can go to the psychic today and he'd be like, 10 years from now, you're going to paint your house. Well, hell, in 10 years, you're going to paint it any damn way. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let me say this. I don't know. See, that's a hard one. Spiritually, right? If they spiritually in tune to the stars and the moon and all that shit, I don't know. My daughter believes in the psychic. I don't know if I believe, because they say very generic things. Now, if you can see into the future, you got a crystal ball, I need you to tell me some specific things. Specific things, right? I didn't know that. I got to go back and look at that. 11 years ago, she told him that. Anything I need to know, God will show me. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That he gonna pull the cover off of it. This year right here, y'all, I keep telling y'all, 2024 is the year of the exposure. The universe is making sure everybody's secrets and shit come out. So if y'all got some secrets, some skeletons, some shit down in the basement, get them out now. Tell on yourself. Tell on yourself. Don't let nobody else tell it for you. Because this is the year of exposure. Right? That whole Larry Reed, what's his name? Terrell Hill. Let me tell y'all something right now. I can't wait to get back and watch it. The gay gospel boys is beefing. They beefing. They beefing. They beefing. I was just watching one. He on live, Tyrese Report. He beefing with some other ones. They is beefing. Then another one, I forget what his name is. He put a picture up of Tyrese, and he looked like some kind of monster, something he was comparing him to. The gospel gay boys is beefing. This Larry Reed, and pick a side, and who you believe, and what they've been doing, got them all in an uproar, right? Most real psychics don't advertise this word of mouth. Well, the ones that got the big signs, that ain't advertising. The ones that got the big signs, psychic reader, is that count? But the gospel boys is all in an uproar. This Larry Reed, V. Terrell Hill thing and busted wide open. I got to check it out. I'll be busy doing my own thing. I ain't have time to see it, but I know it's a thing. You be a Christian, believe in psychics, but yeah, we can talk about that. I believe you can too, because it's a different level of spirituality. That's what I think. Yeah, he got to pay the millions, but what I don't understand, let me tell you something. That's why I'm going to Africa. I don't understand how Trump is even in the run. Even people even talking out their mouth. Him running for president. Him going to be the next. All these charges, all this money he owe, all the wrongdoings. And we acting like we forgot about the insurrection that he did the dog whistle on. I don't, it makes no sense to me that he's even an option. Let me tell y'all something. I put it up to see what was going to happen. I put up a short about Fonnie, I'm going to say her name right, Fonnie Willis, the DA that had a hearing in Atlanta, right? The opposition had comments on me, and I left the comments up. I erased a couple of them, then I thought about it, I said, no, leave them up. I left the comments up. This shows you what America is. They want her out, and they want her to go to jail, right? That's too much power for a black woman. Now, whether she's guilty or not, I don't know. That I don't even give a damn, really. I don't give a damn. I just want her to be free and go on and prosecute Trump. That's being honest, right? You saw those comments? Yeah. They I said, I'm going to leave them up. We're going to be controversial over here for a little while. Matter of fact, I'm going to do it every day. I'm going to give y'all something to talk about. Yeah, I hated I did, because I got a tough skin, so it didn't affect me, but I was like, we all positive over here, but fuck that. We're going to leave the negative comments up from now on. Negative comments stay up. That might grow my channel even more. I saw that. I'm like, who are these are the angry white folks. These are the angry white folks. Look at the pictures. Might be another one of us speckled up in there, but these are the angry white folks. That's what they said, go to jail. Yeah, leave them up, Neat. Leave them up. Leave them up. Leave them all up. Leave them all up. Let's see what we're dealing with. I made that decision tonight when I finished what I was doing just before I went live, and I saw them. I said, leave them up. Leave them up. Want her to go to jail and not, yeah. Leave them up so we can have something to talk about. I'm gonna every day I'm gonna make them mad because I'm gonna do another controversial. I don't know if it's gonna be about Fanny, but it probably be Fanny. It probably will. I'm gonna give them one more since they mad about that. I need y'all to pay attention to me, right? I'm trying to grow my channel, all the likes and clicks and all that shit. Yeah, I know they were black. I seen them. That's why I said leave them up. I seen them. Leave them up. You know what I'm saying? Don't block them. Don't delete them. Leave them straight up, right, like that, right? Leave them up. Come on in with the comments, y'all. I ain't gonna rebut to them, but come on in with them. Come on in with them. Yeah, yeah, your client is. Right. Now, I'm going to talk about Fonnie. Y'all just confirmed it for me. I'm going to talk about Fonnie tomorrow. I don't know if she's guilty or not. Like I said, I don't give a damn. I don't. I don't. She gave that nigga some money. I don't even quite know what the beef is. If she gave him some money, she gave him some head, she gave him some pussy, whatever she gave him, I probably would have too. Leave it up. Leave all the comments up. You know what I'm saying? That's that. Because I just thought that was utter madness. They were strongly about that. But that's the way that woman was, whoever she was, at the hearing. She came with that aggression like that. Like, you can go to court and say what you're supposed to say without that aggression. She came with aggressive energy. I ain't like that. That's why I said what I said. I didn't like her energy. You can say what you want to say without being that aggressive, right? I ain't like the aggressiveness. Because you know damn well if he was in the street, you wouldn't do that. I just saw a video, y'all. That's why I can't be on TikTok. I just saw a video where this lady, Karen, walked into Walgreens. Black lady, pharmacy tech, behind the thing, right? The white lady was yabbity yabbity doing, right? And then she came around and the lady told her, the black lady warned her. She said, don't come back here. Don't step a foot back here. I'm going to punch you dead in your face, right? Karen, I don't know where they get this superhuman stupid strength from. Karen walked around there. Not only did she walk around there, I don't even know how they had that part open. It must have been a small Walgreens or drugstore. Walked around there, bent the corner, and the lady told her, she took a stand. She said, now, if you come here, I'm going to punch you dead in your face. I'm going to knock your ass out. That's what she said. I'm going to knock your ass out, right? Child, the Karen had on the mask. She walked back there. Girlfriend hit her straight and direct. Pop! The Karen turned right around and call the police. Oh my God, the Karens are still out here. That's why I want to tell y'all, the Karens are still out here. I watch them. I can't go on TikTok too much because I get addicted. I'll be on there for hours, right? Like I was with this girl. But the Karens are still Karening. That's the thing. These white women will walk. I seen one yesterday where the white woman spit. The girl was at Starbucks or somewhere, minding her business, trying to get her little coffee, whatever she was trying to get. The white woman didn't want it in there. And she must have thought we was 1956. She spit on the girlfriend, dropped her. She dropped her and pummeled her. And had all while she had her camera still in her hand. That's an ass whooping for you. She said, she was taken aback, right? Girlfriend told her she didn't want her in there. Don't be in the store and all that. And she was like, lady, I'm doing what I'm doing, right? Girlfriend had her camera in her hand and whooped Whitefish, laid her on the ground. The door, how the doors swivel around, the swivel turning doors, and she went on out the door. Now, how you thought you was going to spit on somebody? She said if I see her, and she was in the parking lot telling the story, right? Because she started talking while they was in there fussing. And then she whooped her with the phone still in her hand, went out to her car. She said, if I see her again, I'm going to whoop her ass again, right? I was like, damn. These kids, some days I be on some, I wish a motherfucker would. I never get that type of drama, right? But I'm like, these women, and these ain't no young girls, these middle-aged women, no better. No, you can't even fight in the first place. Why would you think you could walk up and hit somebody or get in somebody's space, right? I was going to comment, Auntie, if you, I, or anyone that looks like us was testifying like she did, they would have us under the jail for, yeah, contempt, yeah. I don't want the people in the comments to think I was an op like them on their side. I saved that for kitchen tech. Now you can say let me tell you something, what I just realized. No spit will get you killed. Spit will get you all the way killed, right? I told you my friend spit on me, I lost a job. I beat her damn near to death. What I realized, because I've been playing it safe, right? All peace and love over here at the Jack Squad. Fuck that. We're gonna say what we say. Let the chips fall where they may. That's it. Say what we're gonna say. Comment what you're gonna comment. They can comment what they comment. And even if they come on the live, we're gonna let them talk for a minute. Unless they just say some stupid shit, right? That don't make sense. A lot of times they don't make sense. Okay, let's talk about The Color Purple, y'all, before I go. I tried to watch it because I seen Kay said she tried to watch it, she couldn't watch it. I said, well, let me see. I don't mind a musical, right? I didn't see the musical before, right? First of all, it was all over the place. It wasn't in order. The shit wasn't in order, right? Then I realized Dion, he did a good job. Dion Cole, he was Mr., right? Or who was he? He was somebody, right? It was all over the place. I probably watched it 30 minutes, but the first 3 minutes, they sung 3 songs. Wait a minute now. Hold on. What we doing? Where we at? What's going on? Right? And then quickly, right after that, Suge was coming to town, right? Then the sister moved in, then Suge came to town. Like, it was all over the place for me, right? And the singing. I can't. It did skip. That's what I said, Kay. So I watched maybe 40, 35, 40. I didn't watch, a little bit of it. It was too much singing in one order. I wanted to see the ladies act. That's what I wanted to see. I never did see Taraji. No, well, I did see a glimpse of Taraji. I stopped when they were singing the song. What's her name? What is her name? Should come to town. Should come to town. And when I looked up, because I was doing something on my phone, when I looked up, men was doing cartwheels and splits and shit. I was like, I can't watch this. That's when I started watching the girl. That's what it was. I was on IG or TikTok, and Jessie Wu said, "Ooh, I'm on episode 29," and somebody else said, "I'm on. It's so good." I was like, "What they talking about?" That's how I found out about the girl on TikTok. I was watching Color Purple. I was gonna give it a chance because I'm pro-black, but first of all, it had no business at the movies. No business. That should have been free. Y'all should have put that on BET right out the gate, right? I know my friend, I was mad. My friend was like, "Girl, we been got our tickets. You ain't get your ticket. You ain't gonna get none now." I'm thinking it's a big to-do. Now, did Taraji's opening up her mouth and shitting on it before they got ticket sales do wrong? Probably so. In my whole entire life, this is the fastest, and I'm a TV head. This is the fastest I ever seen a movie leave the theater and get on TV. Period. Even though if you ain't got Max, you can't see it. Still. This is the fastest I've ever seen that happen in my whole entire life. And y'all know how old I am. That was a bomb. And now I see that Oprah, I don't know how true this is, that Oprah says she gonna sue Taraji. I don't know if that's true. It was a musical, but it didn't go in order. I wanted it to go in order. They was all over the place with it. Yeah. I know Oprah is pissed because the new Bob Marley movie made 55. What? Did it? What? Well, Oprah, you got enough money. You got enough money right there. I do think Taraji had a right to say how she felt. I do think that. Did she say it out of turn? I do think that. You should at least wait till the bag come through, sis, and then tell the story. Damn. You know what I'm saying? You was that hurt? You should let the bag come through first. Right? Because you dampened the spirits of people. The people that might have been going to the movies to see it didn't go see it. That's just what I think happened, right? That's just what I think happened. That's just what I think happened. You know what I'm saying? She should have waited. Yeah, she should have waited. Ain't nobody say don't tell how you feel and don't express how you feel. But you made your feelings overshadowed the coming out, the premiere of the movie. It overshadowed the movie. It overshadowed the movie. It just did that, right? Now, I don't know if anybody going to work with Taraji. She might be on the low-key blackball list. Oprah them did that to Monique. She might be on the low-key. We're going to see how we feel about you. Oprah going to put a word into somebody. We don't know how that's going to work, right? You had to go back and mess with... Was Lee Daniels over Power? Was that a Lee Daniels production? Not Power. Empire? I haven't watched it yet. I was going to attempt it tomorrow. Might have to watch it. It might take me 10 tries to get through it because last night wasn't it. This girl on TikTok was much more interesting than that. And tonight I ain't gonna watch it either because I'm about to watch Trick Daddy. I gotta go. Gotta watch Trick Daddy. I couldn't sleep at 4 a.m. one night, so I watched it. I thought it was pretty good. That's a lot coming from me because I talked the most ish about the Color Purple remake. I like the original Color Purple. I don't know. And I get there was a musical. It just didn't go. If it had went in order, I could I could dig it. It didn't go in order for me. And since I know how the order was, you can't trick me and mind fuck me with it out of order. My mind don't compute like that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, y'all, 12 o'clock tomorrow, lunch break live. 8 o'clock, regular, it's reality. I got a lot of shit to say. Cash at me, y'all, if y'all can. Please, ma'am and sirs. Um, I got to do my homework tomorrow. I'm gonna upload some videos. I suffered. Oh, the original's on Max too. You suffered through it. After I saw your comment on Facebook, I said, let me see. And y'all know what's so strange is I haven't been on Facebook. I probably got 200 things. And when I went to look for something, put something in the search bar. Anytime I go on Facebook, I got thousands of friends, 5,000, I got a whole bunch of friends on Facebook that I actually really know. It always be T or K. So the only reason why I looked at what you said, because it was you, and then you talking about color purple, I said, well, let me see. Let me see what it's doing, what it's giving. Let me see what it's giving, right? But I think tonight going to be a Tubi night. I'm in the blackness tonight. Tonight going to be a Tubi. There's a couple good movies I wanted that they didn't refer me to watch on the Tubi thing. So I'm going to watch Tubi after I look at Trick Daddy. Yeah, I'm going to watch Tubi. Yeah. Trick Daddy is, Jess Hilaire's got some beef with Trick Daddy. I don't know what it is. I got to find out what it is. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So anyway, y'all, I got me some turkey meatballs I'm about to eat. And that's what I'm about to do. I done had a busy day today, y'all. Ain't no new guy. Girl, ain't no new guy. I didn't tell you. See, I told somebody at 12. I told y'all at 12. Child, so the man Thursday. See, I already know what I know, but I give people the opportunity to burn themselves, to hang their own self. So I already told him, I said, you're not that interested in me because I have to tell you things too many times. I had to tell you 15 times that I work on the weekends. I also work on the weekends. So when he said he was coming here, I was like, well, I'll be at work, but I get off, early enough, right? Your daughter live here, no big deal. Go to your daughter's house. And he said, oh, you work? Nigga, how many times have I told you that I work on the weekends? How many? You ain't listening to me. You don't pay me attention. When somebody don't pay you attention, that's because they're not really that interested, right? And I told him that just the other day. You're not that really interested in me, which I know I'm cool with it. I ain't that interested in you, shit, right? So, he said Thursday when he talked to the people, he got a project to do, a contract. He put some windows in. He would call me Thursday night later on and tell me what time he was going to leave, if he was going to come Friday night or Saturday. Cool. I don't call him. I don't think shit about it. Friday morning, he didn't text me, didn't call me. Saturday morning, he didn't text me, call me. Sunday morning, he didn't text me and call me none of them days. Last night, just for shits and giggles, because I got to prove stuff to myself, I said, let me call him. He didn't answer. I called him on my other phone. He don't know I have two phones, right? You know what? You would have, because I like plays as musicals. I do too. So I called him on my other phone. He answered, hello. I said, oh, so I got to call you from a different number for you to answer. Oh, no. Hey, what's up? I'm just going to sleep so I can get up in the morning. I said, so that mean hang up? He was like, yeah. Okay, cool, nigga. I hung up and blocked him. On Facebook, Messenger, all the shit you've been getting, I blocked him. And we have no more to say. There's no more to say. Because if you tell me something and you don't go through, the decent thing to do was be like, Jackie, I ain't going to be able to make it. I'm cool with that. Nigga, I'm going to still live my life. I'm cool with that. You didn't do that. Which I had already told him before. Like, you got to show me what you're talking about. All that shit you talking, you got to show me. I don't care nothing about what you say. I care about what you do. Right? And you too old to be trying to play games with me. Right? So, ain't nothing to him. Shit, it wasn't nothing to him in the first place. It's just he reached back out. Okay, cool. I'm going to give you a shot. But I already told you what the rules was to the shot. Right? You reached back out to me, nigga. I didn't reach back out to you. You reached out to me. But now I'm going to make sure that you don't. See, I thought I had him blocked before, but he didn't do nothing to get blocked. It just vanished away. I got you blocked now, and I want you to know that I ain't fucking with you. Get that. I don't like old niggas no way. So anyway, y'all, unless I like you and you nice. So if you nice and old out there, I ain't mean you. Anyway, Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, it's Love and Hip Hop Miami. Yeah. The 5 Heartbeats. You saw the play twice. The first time was for Tage. I was weeping at. Really? Oh, the play. The play. Yeah. I want to see the play on Broadway. Yeah. I just, that movie, I just couldn't get it. Y'all tough on it. No, if I tell you what it is, nephew, I give men the playbook to get me. I also let them know what I'm not going to tolerate, what's not accepted over this way. Right? I had a lady at work, she old as me, tell me, Jackie, now she's been with her husband 40 years. You don't know nothing about these wildebeest and sharks out here in this land. You don't know nothing about the pissy dating pool. You've been with your husband 40 years. She was like, you rough. Then she had there tell me, you act like, she watching this, is one of my friends. You act like a white woman. Your expectations is, because I want a nigga to treat me nice, have a job in the car, and respect me and not cheat. That's white woman standards. Wow. Right? But it is what it is. You got to treat me a certain way. If that means I be by myself the rest of my life, why would I incur some hurt and pain? So I could be on TikTok like that other girl, telling y'all the story. Fuck that. I'm telling y'all the story now. There ain't gonna be no more bad stories coming out of me. Yeah, it ain't gonna be no bad stories coming. I'm telling the story now, and that's that. I'm not gonna be in another bad relationship. Period. I'm not. I done said it. I'm claiming it. I'm not. I'm too old. Why would I do that? Why would I put that stress on myself like that? No, stress kills. If you ain't gonna treat me nice and we gonna have lollipops and rainbows, nigga, get away from me. Get away from me. And that's just it. I ain't, especially not for no old crusty ass nigga. Nigga, you gotta do a whole bunch of shit to fuck with me. Period. You gotta do a whole bunch of shit. Matter of fact, at this point, I ain't even trying to have a friendship relationship. I'm just gonna like a whole bunch of people. If they think they can get over you, they will. Yeah, this is an old crusty ass nigga. Nigga, you should be privileged to be in my company. For real. I don't even fuck with niggas like you. For real. I don't. I'm just doing something because I ain't got you talking about all what you gonna do. Let me see what you gonna do. You can't do shit. You might have used to could do something. And that's the problem with me and my age. They living on yesteryear. We in 2024, bruh. 2024. We ain't talking about what you used to have, what you used to do, what you used to like. We talking about what's happening right now. And that is the problem. They stuck in time. She did. She may have. She may have. We will discuss in the members. She not a member. We'll discuss. Anyway, y'all, that's my friend and I like her. That's my friend. We will convene tomorrow at noon. See y'all, Jack Squad.